This week's Piltch Point with Avram Piltch is proudly powered by PureVPN. While you're online and you want to keep your browsing history a little more private, you can use something like a VPN, like PureVPN, and obfuscate your browsing, as well as reporting that you're maybe somewhere else, so that you can get the local news from another city, maybe, or if you're out of the country, which you probably aren't right now, you can get back on your Hulu account and things like that. And we've got some deals. If you go with a 2-year plan right now, you can get it for $3.33 a month, which is a really great deal. To find out more about the service and to get this deal, which includes a 31-day money-back guarantee, you can go to pilchpoint.live/purevpn. So obviously we're talking a lot about the coronavirus tonight, and how some companies and people are responding, but it's not just about the companies, right? We can do some stuff ourselves.
Yes. So there is a program called Folding at Home. It is a scientific program where anyone who has a computer that is connected to the internet can download the software and have your computer used as a distributed computer to help solve some problems that could lead to treatments for COVID-19. Now, Folding at Home has been around for a long time, and what they do is they use distributed computing resources to try to figure out how to block viruses like COVID-19 by using a process called protein folding. So it's a matter of trying to simulate, what could block the what could block the coronavirus cells from, let's say, attaching to your lung cells to start an infection. So I have to admit, it's really difficult for me to understand exactly how protein folding works, but you don't need to understand how it works to participate. All you need to do is go to the Folding at Home website, which is foldingathome.org. That is not the @ symbol, it's folding, ATHOME.org. And click Start Folding, and you can download an installer for your computer, and it will and then go through the process, and then you can decide, do you want it to use your computing cycles all the time while you're actively using it, or do you want it to use it while your computer is asleep? Do you want how much of your computer resources do you want to use for it? Now, I want to be clear. Folding at Home does not only target the COVID-19 virus; it also uses resources towards toward cures for other diseases. That's what it's been doing all these years that it's been around. But it's joined the fight against COVID-19, and it will be using some portion of those resources to fighting COVID-19. There's also a competitive aspect to it. There are teams, and you can sign up when you sign up for Folding at Home. You can put in a team number, and then your total contribution, your work units, like the computing power that you've contributed, goes toward the total for the team, and you can see, how your team is doing, or just how you're doing as an individual. Now, I have a little bit of a vested interest in this. Starting this week, we will announce that Tom's Hardware, my day job, and a non-tech, which is our competitor, They are part of our same company, but we are competitors. We both have folding at home teams, and we will be doing a fold off for a couple of weeks, and uh, encouraging our readers to use folding at home and to join our teams to see who gets the bragging rights of coming out on top, who folded more from the start. Our team is already up and running and actually has been for a while because we've had folding at home competitions in years past, but the teams are still valid. We will announce a start date this week for when we will start counting. We'll like set the clock to zero basically, but people can sign up right now and join our team. Our team number, this is all you need to know what team you're on, is 40051. That is 40051. So go to foldingathome.org, download the software, and when you are setting it up and it asks you for a team number, put in 40051. Obviously, how much computing resources you want to give to folding at home is a personal decision. If you're leaving your computer on 24/7 and it's using 100% resources for this, it will use it could up your electric bill. Um, so that's something to keep in mind. But we're hoping that folks will turn out and give a lot of their computing resources toward this, and hopefully Folding's results help the scientific research toward stopping COVID-19.
Yeah, indeed. And we used to have, we probably still do. I can't imagine anybody's still on it, but years ago we had a team. Going back to the early 2000s, I think. And we've been involved in this before, and so I am definitely on board with with getting back into this. I haven't had it installed on some of the computers for a while, but I definitely will be. It's a good program.
Yeah, I mean, we can't say for sure exactly how much this helps. There are a lot of different researchers with a lot of different for-profit and nonprofit and governmental organizations looking for ways to treat and prevent COVID-19 right now. This is just one, but it's one that you can participate in.
I have just downloaded the team file, and we're still in it. Oh, that's pretty funny.
I don't think they ever purge any teams.
No,
And
but we've still got score.
yeah, I mean, there's the Tom's Hardware team. Like, people are still on it who signed up years ago and still contributing. Even as recently as a couple days ago, I saw somebody was doing it. So we hadn't even promoted it in a long time. I think last time we did was like 2016 or something, and people who had signed up, had us on there. So we're not starting from zero membership, but neither is a non-tech. So we're we're gonna do what we can to score more than them. Uh, over the next few weeks, and we're coming up with a plan for like how long we're gonna keep track of this, like when we're gonna declare a winner, and things like that. But our goal is to kick some butt on folding at home.
I would like to point out that you guys are 17 and 18 on the lifetime global leaderboard.
I think we were 15 the other day, so
Oh.
we're falling off.
It it's possible that that Zero has zoomed up the list in the last couple of weeks or the last couple of days even. But it looks like
Right.
17 and 18 are you guys, are you and Anantech.
Well, we are going to see what we can do about this problem. And keep in mind, the good thing is our readers are, have some really powerful computers, and we will not just our readers, but some of our staff. We have some pretty good computing resources, so we will be putting them toward the effort and see where we can get to.
Well, that's really cool. I'd also like to point out that their team has existed way longer, and they're only one spot up on you.
Yeah. Well, they need to get ready because
I love that.
because we're gonna trounce them. But I say this with great respect for Ryan Smith, who was the editor-in-chief of Anantech.
Of course.
And whose idea this was. So
Okay, well, that's good. And obviously this is to use a first robotics term. This is cooperation. It's not.
Yes, sure.
It's not like we're gonna destroy you. It's haha, we're gonna beat you. And what's the worst that happens? The project gets more compute cycles and everybody wins. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, it just so happens that I think it was this week or last week, SETI at home shut down. So if you've been giving your cycles to SETI at home, now's the time you could give them to folding at home, because I guess we're no longer interested in trying to find aliens, or maybe they've already been found. I don't know.
That might also explain some of the ranking changes. If people have left the SETI program and come over to this with resources, you might see some of the top teams shift around a little bit. So interesting. All right, so team 40051, we're gonna try and move them up a couple of spots on the global leaderboard. That's our goal, 40051, and it's foldingathome.org, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing how this goes, honestly, because I love this kind of thing. It's why we used to be involved in it, because it's fun. We had a team, and so did the other two, because this is dating this thing back. This was back in the days of when Dance Dance Revolution was a big thing, and we had 3 big sites here in the U.S. The 3 of us used to compete on this. So the idea of cooperation on this program is long running, and I am excited to get back into it on the Tom's Hardware side. Obviously, we want people to participate, and for those of you who are out there dealing with the fallout of the virus, either you're sick or you're in forced isolation, as so many of us are, we definitely feel for you, and we hope all of us get through all of this safely.